Welcome to Academic Gain Tutorials. In this video, we will look into the differences between accrued expenses and accounts payable. Accrued expenses are those liabilities that have developed over the long run and are expected to be paid. Accounts payable, then again, are current liabilities that will be paid sooner rather than later. So, let's look into the basic differences between accounting accrued expenses and accounts payable in a tabular form. Difference number 1. Accrued expenses is a term utilized in bookkeeping or accounting where the cost is recorded in the books before it is paid for. Whereas, accounts payable is the sum that the organization needs to pay at the present moment or short term to the lenders or creditors. Number 2. In case of accrued expenses, costs are intermittent and are recorded on the accounting report or the balance sheet as accrued expenses as a current liability in the balance sheet. Whereas, in case of accounts payable, these costs are a piece of the regular process and are recorded as accounts payable as a current liability on the asset report or the balance sheet. Number 3. All organizations incorporate accumulated costs. Whereas, accounts payable emerge just when buys or purchases are made using credit. Number 4. Examples of accrued expenses include lease, compensation, bank credits, interest, fundamentally where payments are made month to month. Whereas, accounts payable is recorded in the books when the payment is due to the creditors. Number 5. Accrued expenses are things you owe yet don't have solicitations for. Whereas, accounts payable are the solicitations the business has received. Number 6. In case of accrued expenses, these costs are recorded on the asset report toward the year's end and are changed by the journal entries. Whereas, accounts payable are acknowledged on the monetary record when an organization purchases goods and services using a loan or credit. And finally, difference number 7. In case of accrued expenses, these costs are payable to banks and employees. Whereas, in case of accounts payable, these costs possibly have been recorded when payment is due to creditors. Accrued expenses and accounts payable are two fundamental terms recorded in the balance sheet of associations. The basic contrast between these terms is that accounts payable is the payment to credit institutions or creditors who have made sales to the organization using credit. Accrued expenses are perceived in the bookkeeping books for the period it is caused and whether or not cash is paid. So, these are the differences between accrued expenses and accounts payable. If this lecture was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.